Up in this part of the cattle country, this is the main wire that's used for fencing. It's barbed wire. There's two types of barbed wire. This is heavy, but it's soft. You can move it around and do it. But the other barb is the little light barb. It's only half the size of that, but it's high tensile. And only thing with high tensile in this country is the fires. If you get a fire and the wire's tight, it hits the high tensile, it snaps the wire. So the best wire is actually this wire. It gets a bit soft and it'll loosen with the fire, but it don't break. With the high tensile stuff, it breaks all the time. And the only other wire that is used up here is plain wire. It's usually 10 gauge. Like 10 gauge is a good size wire, and like the 6 gauge is real big wire, 8 gauge is a little bit smaller, 10 gauge is smaller still. Then 12 gauge is usually what they use for tyres. This is a 10 gauge. Most people use 12 gauge for wire because it's easy to work, but with the 12 gauge sometimes, if the cattle hit it, it will unwrap. This stuff doesn't, it's a little bit stronger. This is the high tensile stuff. See how skinny it is compared to the other wire we were looking at? It's real little thin stuff. If it gets fire on it, it will just snap. But it's cheap, and the reason people like to use it with that other wire, the bigger wire, you can only get 400 metres on a roll. This one here, you can get 500 metres on. And it's a lot easier. You can get a lot more on a trailer. You can carry it a lot further, and it's a lot lighter, and it's easier to work with.